My friend and neighbour Graham runs a company called Working Dog Construction. They do nice house renovations and builds down here on the Mornington Peninsula. He's a fellow bike lover, although I'm not sure he really knew it till recently, and he's always sort of taken a passing interest in what we make, being right next door. We got chatting recently about the idea of a branded bike for his business, which would look good in his new factory and would also be something he could ride to the coffee shop and talk to clients with, something that really sort of represented his brand. So I showed him some bikes, and he really took a liking to this sort of old school British roadster that I built myself a few years ago. Really slow geometry, very forgiving. So that was our start point. And if I just go across to his brand, you can see that he's got like a, I guess, paw print in his logo. And I hit upon the idea that we could build like a roadster where there was an indent in the frame, a little bit like a sign-written tradesman's bike from the early 1900s, which had that paw print in it. So I'm going to build a frame featuring that and take you through it as much as I can. I thought maybe a quick conversation about what is roadster geometry and how it differs from contemporary mountain bike geometries might be worth a quick chat. So here is a Sanderson chromoly mountain bike frame, which in my opinion is awesome, 26er geometry. And the roadster is sort of sitting behind it. Now if you look closely, you see for the same size, the top tube is a lot shorter, despite being horizontal versus sloped. You can see that it's quite short there at the front. You'll also notice at the back, the wheelbase has been extended at the back. So you can imagine they've taken from the front and added to the back. Now this is what gives it its nice, slow handling, and really makes it very forgiving to ride. And as I love about them, you can just ride them hands off, without any stress. It's just take your hands off and the bike almost steers itself. Very cool. Here's a bit of a mock-up of what I'm going for. I've taken an image out of Google, put it into SolidWorks, and just done this kind of frame representation of the top tube, and you can see that I've got this plate which I'm going to laser cut and put into the frame, and then fillet it all in. I'll probably have to fillet braze this in. I don't think I'll be able to keep it straight if I TIG or MIG the frame together, so we'll probably put that in later in the later stages of the build of the frame. I'll just show you the rest of the frame next up. So true to my style, I've jumped lots of steps and I've done a heap of frame building to get this bike underway. So I just thought I'd show you the mock-up of the frame, ready to be welded up with all the tubes mited. You can see I've put a nice curve in that back section that tied into the top tube and the centre tubes. And I put some curved stays in the back of it, which is kind of my new favourite. I just like the way it sort of softens the look of the frame a bit. Also got some really nice forged dropouts going in this thing. We'll have a heated discussion with the customer about whether or not that derailleur hanger stays or is taken away, depending on whether or not he wants to upgrade the gears later or is going to commit to coaster brake single speed life. As this bike is unashamedly a cafe cruiser, something you go to the coffee shop and maybe pick up a loaf of bread if you're at the most, I've made this kind of really, I guess, almost very hipstery integrated rack onto the front fork, which I'm actually quite happy with. It looks pretty good. I can see that this is actually the first time I've made one of these, and I can see it's not going to be fast. This will integrate with the frame quite nicely and really just part of the bike rather than bolted on and sort of rattling. So it should look really good when it's finished.